having a farmer's market in your community increases access to fresh fruits and vegetables, right? If you're in a food desert and you have a pop-up farmer's market, you increase access. However, we also know farmers markets can feel intimidating. They can feel like they're not for some people. They don't necessarily feel welcoming. They're a different way to shop. We know that. And so, while they can be a way to access local produce, and many of them do have food assistance programs for low-income shoppers, we know that there are still barriers. Transportation, getting to a farmer's market is a barrier. Knowing that the market exists, because markets change all the time. And just being able to shop. When you go to the grocery store, you get your groceries, you go to the cashier, you check out. When you go to a farmer's market, you go talk to the individual grower. And that can feel intimidating. So there are market programs out there that address some of these things. There are nutrition education programs out there to help people understand how to use the food that you find at a farmer's market, because sometimes it doesn't look like the food you get at a grocery store. But many of these programs have incentives for purchasing produce. Do they work? Well, sure they work. We know that they increase positive attitudes towards eating fruits and vegetables, they increase purchasing of fruits and vegetables, and consumption. But we're also giving you money to do that thing. So if I take that money away, is that sustainable? So we wanted to see what we could do about that. So at the Michigan Fitness Foundation, we partnered with the Michigan Farmers Market Association, because they are the experts in this field, and ran a 3-year pilot project to develop what we call the Farmers Market Food Navigator program. So this program, we're going to talk about it real fast, so if you want to talk about it more later, you can find me, is to really come at this problem in 4 different ways. So the first thing that a food navigator does is that they are an established person in a market. So they work with the market manager, they know all the vendors, they know the people that shop at that market, they're the friendly face when you get to the market, and they're there to help our low-income shoppers get the most for their money. Help them understand how to redeem their food assistance benefits. What food assistance benefits are even accepted? These are not regulated things in a market. You don't have to accept food assistance. You don't have to accept all of the programs. You can accept some. And you don't have to go about processing that through your market the same way. You might have to, one market that I remember hearing about at a training, in order to get your SNAP benefits, you went to the market manager's table. If you had WIC Project Fresh, you had to go across the street to get that. And so if you're traveling with 2 children and you have to go across the street at a busy intersection, does that seem reasonable to you? So we know that those are problems. The Food Navigator is there to help address those issues and to help our shoppers get through the market. We also do provide nutrition education and resources using Michigan Harvest of the Month resources. If you want to learn more about that, I've got samples. And this is really to help people become exposed to new fruits and veggies. If they are at the market and you're shopping for foods and you don't recognize the things that you see in front of you, are you going to spend the limited food budget you have to purchase that? If you don't know what to do with it when you get home, are you going to do that? Like, people aren't going to go buy a kohlrabi if they don't know what to do with it. So providing nutrition education really is talking about what this food is, how do you cook it. Here are recipes so that you can cook it at home. I actually have the recipe here. Taste it. See if you like it. If you like it, take the recipe home. I'll go talk to the farmer with you, introduce you, you get to know him, and then you can buy the produce, take it home, and cook it. We also do community outreach. Like I said, farmers markets are popping up all over the place, so making sure that people know that your market exists. We have a couple of ways that we do that. We have some resources for our food navigators to customize and then post throughout their cities. But we also have been piloting community outreach via Facebook posts that are targeted to the specific communities that we're working in. And then working with the market to implement policy systems and environmental change to make the market an easier place to get the things that people need. All right, we're going to go through, this is pictures of food navigators in action. They do great work. I told you it's fast. So we piloted for 3 years in using community members as the food navigator. This year we are finalizing our pilot by establishing the evidence base using SNAP Ed programmers who are nutrition educators by nature. These are some outcomes. If you want to see them for more than 2 seconds, I have some handouts you can take home. They're good. People like it. People like the food. The vendors like it. Vendors and market managers think that they're selling more produce because of the Food Navigator. People like it. We wrote a playbook so that it's a very detailed, laid out structure for everything you need to do in the market. If you want to look at it, I have a copy of it. But the biggest thing, this is kind of hard to see, that's not what that looked like before. We also measured change across time. So people that talked to the Food Navigator more than once, from their first interaction to their last interaction, 26% of those people are eating more fruits and vegetables. It's a huge impact. Super excited about it. We're going to be rolling it out. We're excited. See you guys about that.